In the headlines, government commits to preserving Sir Luther Winter School's legacy while expanding access to quality early childhood education. The Education Minister encourages students to start preparing for the new academic year. And motorists advised to get ready for Operation Resistance on Monday, the first full dress rehearsal for the Commonwealth Business Forum. The news in detail starts now.
The local evening news is brought to you by Nagico, local agents Bryson's Insurance.
Good evening. Welcome to the ABS Weekend News. I'm Nicola Barito. Thank you so much for joining us. A special welcome to those of you joining us right here on air and those of you joining us across our various streaming platforms. As per the norm, let's dive right into it, and we begin with news that a national security meeting is to be held early next Monday in the wake of the uptick in gun crimes in recent weeks. Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Gaston Brown, made the disclosure on the Point Broadcasting Network this afternoon. He acknowledges the increase in crimes is a serious matter, and the upcoming meeting will include the heads of police and defense forces, Office of National Drug and Money Laundering Control Policy, and Immigration Department. Prime Minister Brown says Information and Communication Technologies Minister, the Honorable Melford Nicholas, will also be invited to the meeting as the government looks to expedite the installation of surveillance cameras in public spaces. The government says the installation of these cameras is crucial to its national security response. There has been a spate of gun crimes in recent weeks, including 2 murders committed in broad daylight in separate incidents in Potters and Freeman's Village. And 2 men were also shot and injured in the area of the West Bus Station on Thursday, and hours later, a man was shot in one of his legs on Lower All Saints Road. Police Commissioner Everton Jeffers issued a fresh warning to criminals on Thursday that the police will, quote, be coming for you. A notice now for motorists regarding Operation Resilience on Monday, the first full dress rehearsal for the Commonwealth Business Forum. Several major roadways and all routes leading to the VC Bird International Airport will be impacted by the exercise, scheduled to begin at 11 a.m. and ending at 7 p.m. Traffic to English Harbour will also be affected between 7 and 8 p.m. on Monday. There will be one-way traffic heading to Copper and Lumber in the dockyard area. Motorists are encouraged to allow extra travel time, follow police instructions, and avoid stopping or parking in restricted areas. Deputy Commissioner of Police Louisa Benjamin Kwashi spoke with ABS News about what will happen in the area of the airport.
There will not be any road closure, but there will be disruption in terms of if there's a convoy. So I don't want to say there won't be any. If there's a convoy, then obviously there will be a delay. And based on the posture that we're planning to implement for that particular location, if a convoy is moving into the Sticky Wicket area, and persons are wishing to exit, that flow of traffic may not be at the natural pace, the normal pace, as if it weren't any activities taking place around that area.
The Commonwealth Business Forum is a side event to be held during the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in November. Well, in this ABS News update, the government has officially acquired the Sir Luther Winter Preschool following a decision by Cabinet earlier this year. And as the transition moves forward, Education Minister, the Honorable Darrell Matthew, has thanked the outgoing Board of Directors and thanked them for their years of voluntary service as the institution prepares for its integration into the government's expanded network of early childhood education centers. Minister Matthew met with board members and senior ministry officials to discuss the transition. Founded by the late Dame Idris Bird close to 50 years ago, Sir Luther Winter has played a significant role in early childhood education in Antigua and Barbuda. The institution is recognized as a UNESCO model school and serves more than 40 students. The minister says government is committed to preserving the school's legacy while expanding access to quality early childhood education. New centers are planned for Judges Hill and Jennings, with Minister Matthews' assurance of continuity of care and quality instruction to remain a priority throughout the transition. Minister Matthews says keeping the school open is part of their push to ensure everyone can receive an education. More news because the Education Minister is advising students to start preparing for the new academic year. Minister Matthews says it is a great opportunity to get ready and to feel ready for next month.
While they're on vacation now, Carnival has just finished, but I want to encourage them to start doing a little reading, start catching up on some of the work that you did last year in your classes so that you go into the September term fresh and not necessarily new, but renewed, so that you can absorb as much as possible.
Well, staying with education, the Board of Education is stressing the importance of the education levy. Well, Board of Education Executive Secretary Carla Farquhar says there is often a misconception that the board only provides textbooks and scholarships. However, she's clarifying they tackle everything schools need, which is why the levy is so important.
This is one where we do repairs and maintenance every summer. We also give supplies, all the administrative supplies, textbooks, furniture, even for the equipment that's used in the TVET, we also supply those. So it's very important that persons support the education levy, pay the education levy, because it's used to support the educational landscape throughout Antigua and Barbuda.
More news now. With the 2026 Antigua Carnival celebrations now concluded, the Central Board of Health says it will continue monitoring food safety practices among vendors. Despite training more than 2,000 food handlers ahead of the carnival, the Central Board of Health says some vendors continue to ignore basic food safety requirements. Chief Health Inspector Sharon Martin says those practices can put consumers at risk of foodborne illness.
Continue to train people. Why? Because we want them to go out when selling and to demonstrate what they were taught, to handle foods carefully. I don't want, when I pass on the street where they're selling, to be saying, where's your apron? Where's your hairnet?
Well, Martin acknowledges that Carnival is an important source of income for many food vendors, but she says earning that income cannot come at the expense of food safety. She's also urging food operators to remember that the standards they are required to follow are designed not only to protect customers, but also to protect their own businesses. Well, that's a quick look at national developments. When we come back, we've got the sport report and weather as well. Stay with us.
At Nagico, the things that matter to you matter to us. Like your boat when you're at sea and you get away from everything. Your home and the security of your daughter's things. And the car that you've had for too long, but after all these years, you just can't let go. At Nagico, we're about much more than just insurance. We're about the big things and the small things that mean everything.
Welcome to Hadid Dental Clinic, where your oral health and beautiful smile are our top priority. We utilize state-of-the-art technology, like advanced panoramic X-rays, for precise diagnostics. Our experienced team is dedicated to providing comprehensive dental care, from routine checkups and restorative procedures to enhancing your smile with professional teeth whitening. At Hadid Dental, we embrace innovation, like advanced intraoral scanning for accurate digital impressions, ensuring the highest quality and efficiency in your treatment. Whether it's complex procedures or detailed imaging, our commitment is to your lasting oral health. Hadid Dental Clinic. Your smile, our priority. Visit us today.
Did you get a message saying your account is frozen or compromised? Scammers use fear to trick you, but we will never ask for your personal banking details to unlock your account. Pause, think, and report it.
Reporting live from Caribbean Union Bank's press conference, where bank representatives will address its customers and the media, explaining just how CUB simplifies life through its financing.
Today, my team and I will share with you how CUB's financial solutions are designed to simplify your life. Now, let's open the floor for any questions that you may have.
How can you help me as a retiree?
That's a good question. We offer customized retirement solutions at competitive rates.
How easy is it for me to switch my mortgage to CUB?
With attractive interest rates and minimal switching fees, CUB makes switching mortgages easy.
Do you offer point-of-sale machines?
Absolutely. All point-of-sale systems can speed up checkout and boost sales.
Those were great questions, and our team is here to further support you. We're Caribbean Union Bank, the bank that cares, and our doors are open to welcome you.
What if I told you the next Olympian or West Indian cricket star could be training right here in Antigua and Barbuda? The Honorable Dwayne George, Minister of Sports, leads the ministry that helps to make that possible. So what does that mean? It means the ministry supports athletes, coaches, and sports clubs, develops sporting programs, improves sporting facilities, and creates opportunity for people of all ages to compete and stay active. They're helping our athletes chase their dreams while encouraging the entire nation to live healthier and more active lives.
Welcome back. It's time now for the Weekend Sport Report. Antigua and Barbuda Falcons opened their Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League season with a 2-wicket victory over Jamaica Kingsmen on Friday night. Batting first at Arnos Vale Playing Field, the Kingsmen posted 167 for 7 in their 20 overs. Now, there was a top score of 47 from Captain Robin Powell. He was backed up by Reza Hendricks, who hit 42. Alzari Joseph was the pick of the Windies bowlers, taking 3 for 34 in 4 overs. In reply, Tajinde Singh's 62 anchored Falcons to 168 for 8. His 37-ball knock included 7 fours and 1 6. Kemo Paul picked up 3 for 29 in his 4 overs, and the Falcons will be back in action again tomorrow against the St. Lucia Kings at the same venue. More sport news now, because despite losing the second test to Pakistan, West Indies captain Roston Chase has hailed the team's batsmen for their marked improvement during their last 2 test series. While the Windies fell to an 8-wicket defeat inside 4 days at the Queen's Park Oval on Wednesday, resulting in the 2-match series ending in a 1-all draw. Victory or a draw in the final match would have given them their first test series win over Pakistan in 26 years, following their 90-run win in the opening test at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy. While speaking in a post-match press conference, Chase admitted he was unhappy with the result. However, Chase said the batters stood out in both the test series against Sri Lanka, which the West Indies won 1-0. More sporting news now. Antigua and Barbuda's rising sprinting phenom Tyra Fenton has progressed to the final of the women's 200 meters at the World Athletics Under-20 Championships in Eugene, Oregon, in the United States. Fenton secured one of the 9 spots in Saturday night's final with a third-place finish in semi-final 3 on Friday night. She clocked a time of 23.25 seconds for the half-lap event after having run a season-best 23.15 seconds in the heats. She will run in lane 2 in the final schedule for 11:50 tonight. That's 11:50 p.m. Eastern Caribbean time. And this is Fenton's maiden appearance at the World Under-20 Championships. And Tiger Tyson finished with silver in the men's kite event at the Central America and Caribbean Games in the Dominican Republic, Antigua and Barbuda's first medal at the 2026 edition of the Games. While despite not competing in the final 2 races on Friday, Tyson had solidified a podium finish with 11 second-place finishes from 14 races. Tyson finished behind Dury Conil Javier of the Dominican Republic, that's the Dominican Republic, ahead of Mexico's Alex Vasquez Guerrero. More sporting news now, because 4-time Olympic champion Michael Johnson has spoken publicly for the first time since Grand Slam track went bankrupt and has clarified details of payments to himself and competing athletes. Contracted runners were promised lucrative prize money and salaries in the competition's inaugural season last year, but the final event in Los Angeles was cancelled, and organizers voluntarily filed for bankruptcy in the U.S. in December 2025. According to the BBC, several high-profile athletes were owed payments over £100,000, including British former world 1500-meter champion Josh Kerr and 2024 Olympic 400-meter silver medalist Matthew Hudson-Smith. While in an interview with The Telegraph External published on Saturday, Johnson said he has now, quote, got the athletes paid after a catastrophic capital issue was caused by investors pulling out. The Association of Athletics Managers, which represents a number of competitors, said in January that GST had debts of more than $30 million. And finally, Manchester City have rejected an opening offer of £38.5 million from Barcelona for midfielder Rodri. Well, we can tell you this: City are open to selling the Spaniard, but would demand more than $60 million. The 30-year-old enters the final year of his contract at the Etihad Stadium and is yet to sign a new deal, with speculation rife about his future this summer. Well, it looked like Real Madrid would be his next destination, but La Liga rivals Barcelona are now leading the race after sources told BBC Sport on Thursday that the club had the players' approval to open negotiations with City. The offer was made on Friday. Barca sources had initially told BBC Sport there were no guarantees any deal would be made, but the situation now looks to be developing. Well, it's time now for us to jump out of the sport report and head over to the weather desk. And I can tell you a lot of people have been calling. What's happening with the weather this evening? Are we going to get rain? We had some wonderful showers. Well, Orvin Page is here with me, thankfully. I'm happy to see you. Orvin, what can we expect tonight, tomorrow, and into next week? Tropical waves, depression, anything? Tell us.
A lot to unpack, Nicola, as I greet you and all of you joining us here at ABS Television. Yes, there's a tropical wave that is going through the islands, but Nicola, there's something on the horizon that we need to pay some attention to. You'll have to stay with us right after this break.
The weather report is brought to you by Leeward Islands Hurricane Protection.
When the skies are clear and the winds are calm, we often forget how unpredictable Mother Nature can be. But when a hurricane strikes, it's the strength of your home that matters most. Whether you are preparing for your first storm or looking to upgrade your current protection, Leeward Islands Hurricane Protection has got you covered. Our expert team handles everything from custom design to professional installation, ensuring your home is as strong as it is beautiful. Call today for a free consultation. Leeward Islands Hurricane Protection, built strong to weather any storm.
And welcome back. A tropical wave going through the islands produced some cloudiness with showers. We can see on this graphic some lingering moisture and instability associated with the tropical wave, producing some moderate to heavy showers across Antigua and Barbuda. This wave continues to move towards the west, and it will linger, the moisture and instability will linger over the next 24 hours, and increasing the likelihood for some more showers. Certainly, these showers were welcome. As a matter of fact, I can tell you that the showers broke a 4-day heat wave that we've been experiencing across Antigua and Barbuda, with daytime temperatures in excess of 31.5 degrees Celsius and nighttime temperatures above 26.4 degrees Celsius. So the tropical wave was welcomed in many ways, producing some showers as well as breaking the hot conditions. Now, Nicola, we have to pay attention to what's happening on the western coast of Africa. A couple of tropical waves. This tropical wave in particular is what we need to be watching, because the models are suggesting by next Tuesday, this tropical wave will move from the coast and into the eastern Atlantic. And models are already showing this wave becoming more organized. And by next Saturday, we could be looking at a developing system to the east of the island. So we're in the hurricane season, moving towards the peak of the season. A lot of activities happening on the west coast of Africa. Lots of showers and thunderstorms. This particular tropical wave is one that we need to be watching over the next couple of days. Tonight, expect more cloudy conditions with showers. The winds from the east, 10 to 18 miles per hour. Look for your low temperature around 24 degrees Celsius, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. For tomorrow, Sunday, cloudy with a high chance of showers. Still, we could get to a high temperature in the low 90s. The winds from the east at 10 to 18 miles per hour for those early risers. Sunrise at 5:49. And notice a pretty late sunset at 6:36. The extended forecast will show heightened chances for showers all the way through to Wednesday. Let's hope it breaks the hot conditions that we have been experiencing. Daytime highs could still be in the 90s. The winds coming from the east and a little bit fluctuating at times up to 18 miles per hour, but then subsiding to around 12 miles per hour. And the sea conditions for the last graphic, we are looking at winds out of the east between 12 and 20 miles per hour in open waters where wave heights just about 4 to 6 feet. So Nicola, as I cross back over to you, the Atlantic is becoming a little bit more active. Of course, the general forecast for this Atlantic 2026 hurricane season is to see less than normal conditions, but it only takes one storm, and we're looking at a tropical wave that should develop as it moves across the open Atlantic. Nicola, it's back to you.
Thank you so much, Orvin, and it's important that we are careful. Be careful what you ask for, all right? We want it, but we don't want that, for sure. And now, I guess the meteorologist will become your best friend as of now. If not before, as of now. Orvin Page, thank you so much. And of course, we'll keep you abreast of everything that's happening weather-wise. Showers of blessings, tropical waves, depressions, and activity in the Atlantic. When we come back, we will take a quick look at regional and international developments. Stay with us.
From the richness of the Caribbean soil,
fresh, pure, naturally powerful.
from wholesome roots to irresistible crunch. for your kitchen, your business,
your lifestyle.
Export quality, Caribbean grown.
Crispa, real Caribbean, real flavor. Available now.
From Boosted Seeds, I carry no cash. I tap and pay. I'm done in a flash.
Adventure is done. We grab a bite. I tap my card. It feels just right.
We booked our trip and paid with ease. Checked my rewards. Upgrade, yes please.
Paid it online while out with the crew. Tap for drinks. It's easy to do.
They tap, I drive. It's quick, it's clear. No counting cash or waiting here.
I use my card to keep things smooth. And my rewards? Wow, they really move.
ACB Visa Credit Card. My life, my card, my rewards. Get yours today. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back. We begin with news out of Jamaica being reported on by the Jamaica Gleaner. The Kingston Freeport Terminal Limited was under a virtual lockdown for several hours until late Friday as security forces continued a high-level operation into a major cocaine bust that the police have estimated at approximately 1 billion Jamaican dollars. That's just over 17 million EC dollars. The operation reportedly began Thursday morning and remained active until late Friday. In a statement last night, the Jamaican Constabulary Force confirmed the operation, noting that it followed investigations into the cocaine seizure earlier in the week. A source close to the investigation, but who was not authorized to speak, told media that at least 8 employees were detained on Friday during the operation and that their personal vehicles were searched while they were placed in handcuffs. When we come back, international developments. International developments now. An opposition lawmaker threw eggs at Kosovo's acting Prime Minister Albin Kurti after he told Parliament he needed more time to hold talks with other parties before proposing a candidate for Speaker following the country's snap election in June. Well, the Alliance Party MP pulled eggs from her bag and threw them at the Prime Minister while shouting, "Shame, shame." The chairperson of the session called for the live feed to be cut as security rushed to protect Kurti. Kurti, however, appeared unshaken as he was escorted out. He said that if having eggs thrown at him was the cost of dialogue, he is, quote, happy to pay this price. Kosovo, Europe's youngest democracy, has been stuck in a political deadlock for nearly 2 years. The country has held 3 elections in less than 2 years, with successive parliaments collapsing under deep political divisions. Well, that's how we wrap up the Saturday edition of the ABS Weekend News. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Nicola Barito. Do have yourself a wonderful Saturday and a great weekend, and please be safe.